Hi everyone. Welcome back to TCM Talk. I'm Kirsten Cowan, licensed acupuncturist and herbalist and owner of Angelica and Peony Radiant Natural Health and Beauty here in Oakland, California. With me as always.
I'm Denise Chiquito, licensed acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist, trying to share with our followers. Give me just a second. There we go. I'm an acupuncturist and Chinese herbalist in there's me. In Alameda, California, and San Francisco, California.
Yeah. You can find links to everything that we talk about, archives of our past broadcasts, the images that we discuss on our Pinterest board, bit.ly/Periscope pins. You can find us all over the internet, Facebook, Twitter, and you can always email us, traditionalchinesemedicinetalk@gmail.com. Today we've been talking all about the springtime energy from a traditional Chinese medicine perspective, and in this scope we're going to give you some hands-on practices to do using essential oils and acupressure and self-massage to keep you in balance with the springtime and everything it throws at you.
Yes, great. So Kirsten's going to talk about some essential oils, and we'll touch some of the acupressure points along the way, and go for it.
Yeah. So Denise and I, a couple weeks ago, got together and blended up something that we like to do every season. We created an alchemical essential oil blend in harmony with the season that we're in. So I'm going to talk about some of the essential oils that we used in the oil that we created, the massage oil that we created. There are other essential oils that are really beneficial for the liver energy or the health conditions that Denise will talk about. These are just some of the ones that we chose, but many of them are easy to find everywhere. So the first thing is, when using essential oils, is to choose your carrier oil. This is your slippery plant oil that you'll dilute your essential oils in order to apply them to the body. You never want to put essential oils neat onto the skin. You always want to dilute them into a carrier oil. So for our springtime liver and wood element energy benefiting oil, we chose olive oil as a carrier. Olive oil has an affinity to the liver energetic system in traditional Chinese medicine, and you can get a hint of this actually by when you take extra virgin olive oil. It's got that beautiful green color and often a kind of grassy taste that kind of hints at its affinity with that energy system. And some of the oils that we used and that you may want to apply as a massage oil or bath oil at this time of year are Atlas cedar. Atlas cedar is actually from the wood of Cedrus atlantica, which is a variety of cedar that's found in the Middle East. It's a very upright, standing cedar tree. It moves the liver qi and also clears phlegm, so it's actually good for stuck areas of stagnation in the body, phlegm nodules, fatty deposits, and things like that. Its affinity with the kind of energy of growth that is part of springtime is reflected in its ability to promote hair growth, and also this regenerating energy encourages growth and cellular turnover in the breaking down of fatty deposits and scar tissue also. From an emotional perspective, it's calming. It's also kind of strengthens your resolve. We talked about decision making, those kinds of attributes of the liver and wood element in our previous scope. And also promotes a feeling of connectedness and groundedness. And I kind of like to think of this as, the tree. The tree is only as sturdy as its roots. So it kind of promotes that sense of being rooted in the earth, rooted in the ground, that helps us feel calm and centered no matter what wind is blowing. Another essential oil that we used in our blend is bergamot. Bergamot is a wonderful oil, a favorite of both of ours. It comes from the unripe peels of Citrus bergamia. It's a type of citrus and comes from the peel. It has a beautiful, fresh, citrusy, but also slightly floral scent. You'll recognize it as the distinctive scent in Earl Grey tea. So it regulates the flow of energy in the body. It's very cooling and calming. And it also has an encouraging kind of quality in terms of its emotional quality. So I think of this also in terms of the wood element, decision making, the confidence to go forward in pursuit of what you want and in pursuit of what you believe. Bergamot is will give you a little pep talk to help you go in that direction that you want to.
It's like sunshine in your nose.
Exactly. That's a great way to put it. It is. It's like standing in a sunbeam.
I was describing it with somebody we were studying this last weekend and saying that, if you see a cartoon image of somebody running and there's little streaks of dash behind them, bergamot's kind of like that those dashes that push you through your day, because the scent of it doesn't last very long on your skin, but the effects will last long.
Yeah. Really, bergamot really is like standing in a sunbeam in the sense that it is a highly photosensitizing oil.
Oh, yes.
So if you put it on your skin, you want to, one, be sure to use it diluted in a carrier oil, and two, don't expose that skin to direct sunlight because it will make your skin much more sensitive to the sun, and you could get burnt. Another favorite that we used in our oil is rosemary. Another, to me, just the smell of green rosemary oil. This is from the leaves of Rosmarinus officinalis, common rosemary that you would find at the grocery store or sticking out of a leg of lamb. Sorry. It also has this, it's a stimulant in all kinds of ways, stimulates the function of the actual physical liver and gallbladder, encourages circulation, and also in Chinese medicine we would call it diaphoresis, encouraging detoxification through the skin. It also, like this Atlas cedar, promotes hair growth, and it has a very stimulating, uplifting quality, great for promoting mental clarity. So really, you think about the little leaves, the purpose of the leaves is to bring oxygen into the plant, and this oil comes from these very potent leaves that are, they're tiny little rosemary leaves. They're just like little spikes, almost like pine needles, but they have this ability to take in oxygen, to take in sunlight, and transform it. So they have a lot of power in this little space. Another needle that we used was an essential oil of pinon pine. This one's a little bit more unusual. Denise actually got this directly from the maker, I believe, in Utah, this blend that we use. Yeah. But you can find pinon pine, often wildcrafted from a variety of essential oil sources online. And it has actually a very sweet, kind of a little bit more nourishing quality, I found, than some of the other evergreen essential oils. But like all the evergreens, it also has an affinity for the respiratory system. Those pine needles, those are the lungs of the plant. They bring in oxygen to the plant, and so they have an affinity with our respiratory system. And it has a very opening, like a breath of fresh mountain Utah air, I imagine, which is a wonderful springtime energy. The final essential oil that we use is one that might be a little bit harder for folks to find. It is uncommon essential oil, chai hu, which is essential oil extracted from the root of the Bupleurum plant. This is a herb used in traditional Chinese medicine, and it's extracted by a company called Alchemica Botanica, which we're fortunate to have here in San Francisco, who is creating essential oils from herbs in the traditional Chinese medicine, Materia Medica. Chai hu is the classic herb to use to benefit the movement of energy in the body, the free flow of energy in the body, and so we couldn't resist using it in our blend. It has a very fresh, almost minty scent. It promotes, a sense of clarity in one's vision. Again, that idea of the springtime and the wood element. We look ahead to where it is that we want to go, and we go there. Alchemica Botanica, she also talks about this essential oil really helping to harmonize our internal and external worlds, which I thought was a beautiful way to kind of look at the picture, regulating our energy, who we are on the outside and who we are on the inside, bringing those into harmony and into synchronicity with each other as part of having strong and balanced liver and wood element energy. at this time of year and always.
Yeah. Great.
So if one makes a beautiful massage oil with some of these oils and some lovely olive oil, what might one do with them, Denise?
Well, if you want to use it for symptoms, I would say, here's Meridia, our little acupuncture doll. Hello. You can take some of the oil and put it in your temples if you have headaches. You can put it in the webbing of your hand here.
You can
All right, so
straight
I'm
on.
a real person here between the thumb and the index finger in the webbing area. That's large intestine 4. That's also good for headaches. Between your toes, between the big toe and the second toe. I'm
sorry, I'm not quite limber
no.
enough.
If you slide your finger back towards where the bones meet, that's liver 3, and that's another point you can put essential oils on for helping with irritability, anger, frustration, headaches. What other symptoms are we talking about?
Really, any kind of feeling of being stuck or congested. You might have, some discomfort across the middle part of your body, or you might be anticipating going into a stressful situation where you're going to kind of have to, try to stay calm and stay centered.
Yeah, you can also use it, as Kirsten was pointing out, to the middle of your body, in the sort of the below the rib area, in the lower rib area, the subcostal hypochondriac region, in more geek speak, I suppose. Below, for women, right below your bra line, and you want to put the essential oil in that area, and you might feel nothing right away, but then you might feel the ability to be able to just take a really deep breath. Because these points here are the division between the middle area of the body in Chinese medicine and the upper part of the body, and physically in your physical body as well, and it's the area where the points for the liver start to meet the points for the lung. So it's really good. I found that it's really good for if you're feeling, like Kirsten was saying, stuck, and put some essential oil in that area, and it will help you to be able to breathe more deeply if you're energetically stuck. We're not talking about asthma, which we'll talk about in a separate time.
Yeah.
Also, if you're having trouble making decisions, the outside of the ankle bone, in front of the ankle bone, there's a point called gallbladder 40, and you can put essential oils there in front of the ankle bone, and sort of at the corner, the lower corner on the outside. It's a little hard to explain, but in front of the ankle bone will do to get the point.
Especially if you're giving yourself massage, you may feel tender in that spot as well.
So that point, gallbladder 40, is a really good point for helping you if you're indecisive and you need some help just figuring out which decision to make.
If you can't decide what point to do that one first.
Yes! Great. You can also take any essential oils and rub them in your ears. That's a really great way to get the benefits of the essential oils, and it will linger closer to your face so you can smell them. Always when you're using essential oils, I like to just, when you're going to put them on the points, afterward just inhale the scents of the essential oils to also get the benefits of them as well. So yeah, I think those are some of the good acupressure points to use. When you're putting them, when you're putting them on the head here in the corner, you're accessing points over here for the gallbladder. Anywhere along here, like around the ear, you'll get points. Above and around the ear, you'll get points for the gallbladder. And that's it for now, I think.
Yeah, thanks, Denise. That was great.
Thank you, Meridia.
Our faithful assistant.
So our next next time we're going to do our scopes here will be on Thursday, April 21st. That's 2 weeks from today. So join us then for more information about the liver and the gallbladder and how we talk about them in Chinese medicine terms. And we'll talk about some dietary recommendations, so some yummy foods, and DIY stuff you can do at home, which we always try to do here on TCM Talk. And also we're going to talk about springtime festivals and around the world.
Yeah.
I think that's going to be great. So we'll I think we'll wrap it up now. Thanks for watching. You can find all of our links on our Pinterest board, bit.ly/Periscope pins. You can send us questions at traditionalchinesemedicinetalk@gmail.com or send us a message on Twitter.
I'm Kirsten Cowan.
And I'm Denise Chicuto. We'll be back in 2 weeks again on April 21st at 4 o'clock. And we'll see you then. Thanks.
Bye.